Hello, with so much tomato in the market, I decided to grind some and see how best to preserve it. With this my method, you can preserve this fresh tomato for over a year and it will not spoil. So I took 2 panes of fresh tomato to where I would grind it. My advice is when you go to these commercial grinders, ensure that they wash the machine so well that the water comes out very clear. So I was patient enough while the lady grinded the tomato. Now, there's no need waiting for tomato to become very expensive and will start buying at that exorbitant price. Now tomato is cheap. Go to the market, get your fresh tomato, grind it, and follow the procedure I am showing you on this video to preserve it. Now after grinding it, I took it home. Okay, I had to wash this pot so I could put the bag where I will pour in my fresh tomato. There is the bag, and this is my bucket of fresh tomato. I will pour the fresh tomato into this bag. When choosing a bag, you get the akamo bag or the rice bag that has no space. Ensure it doesn't have space so that you don't waste your tomato. After pouring in the fresh tomato into the bag, you tie it up. Tie it up. Then for me, I prefer draining it on my sink. So I had to put it on my sink so that the water can drain out. There's no need leaving it inside the pot, and when it drains, the water is still there. So keep it on your sink, clean up your sink, drop the bag, and allow it to drain. For this particular method, I allowed it to drain for 5 hours because if I decide to boil it immediately, there's nothing wrong, but I'm going to waste my gas. So in order to prevent loss of gas, it's better I allow it to sieve out water. So this particular method took me 5 hours to drain off the water. So after draining off, I poured it in the pot.
You had to boil again so it could dry up. You can see in the pot is almost dry. You can see very good. With this tomato like this, if you preserve it, my dear, for 1 year, it will still be like that, looking at you. Just follow the due procedure and ensure that you don't make mistakes. Now this is a bottle that you can use, but I prefer using the smaller one, as you can see in the video. Sterilize it, put it in a pot of boiling water and sterilize it very well. Then you bring it up, pour in your tomato paste into the sterilized bottle. Cover it very well, tighten it very well, put it back in the pot and boil it again for another 5 minutes. Once you do this, put down the bottles and you can use the tomato paste in the next 1 year. So amazing. Try out this method and drop in the comment box how stressful it was for you. If it was stressful, if it wasn't, let me know how exciting it was for you. Remember to subscribe to my video and let me see you some other time. Cheers.